And now we're going like 3, 2, 1, and we are going live. And hello, guys, in the Next Level Transformation Hub. Today have my friend Melanie. Melanie, very welcome. How are you today, Melanie?
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm doing fantastic because I'm definitely a summer child. And so these beautiful sunny days that we're experiencing, they just go right into my energy, and I just feel so fulfilled and happy.
Amazing. What's the weather like in Vancouver right now? Is it summer?
It's just summer, so I've been playing lots of beach volleyball, going paddle boarding, going to the lake, going hiking. I've just been making the most of it.
I love it, Melanie. I love watching when you put it your pictures from with this waterfall in the nature, bikini, and this is my vibes. I want to be with Melanie.
Yeah, come.
I will. You just say it one more time and I'll be there.
So,
Melanie, let the community know who you are, what you do. Everything is so interesting about you. And yeah, you have a lot of news as well. Yeah, I let you. Stage is yours, so please.
oh, thanks, son. Thank you. I think the best way to describe who I am is to tell you my story because that's what led me down this path. Um, who I was before was completely different than who I am now. And so what happened here was actually during COVID. My daughter and I used to travel, and I still travel so much, and we used to travel together so much. And during COVID, there was no travel allowed unless it was for work or you needed a purpose. And the border was completely closed unless it was for traveling for work. And of course, that wasn't the case. The day the border opened, my daughter and I decided to drive down to California. And for you guys watching, I'm in Vancouver, Canada. So it's about a 16-hour drive, and it's beautiful scenery. And the reason why we chose to drive is because during COVID, I did like many people did, and I got a beautiful puppy. His name was Milo. And so we decided to drive versus flying so Milo could come on this vacation. And we drove down to California and stayed in Palm Springs. And I got to visit for the first time Joshua Tree Park, which is remarkable and definitely in alignment with a lot of beautiful things in the universe. And so it's a very special place. And we were there hiking and exploring the park and taking pictures and selfies like everybody does. And I had my dog with me, and by then he was a teenager. He was just over 1 year old, and he was climbing these huge boulders like a goat. And we were standing on a boulder, and then he crawled up the next boulder, and I was like, "Oh, Milo!" And I took a picture of him, and I was like, "Wow, he's such a good climber." And then I called him down, and he came down and went around me and jumped off the boulder we were standing on. The challenge was that he was wearing a leash, a retractable leash, and it caught around me and pulled me down. And so um, I woke up 9 hours later in emergency, and I had a severe brain injury, neck and spine injury. And the nurses were saying, "Oh, welcome back. We're glad that you're here." And then, of course, immediately I'm thinking, "How's Milo? Is he okay?" And not concerned about myself at all. But yes, it changed my life because now I was living with a severe brain injury. I was having a lot of issues with uh, thinking, just memory, all of these different aspects of the frontal lobe of the brain. And the pain was just unbearable. I had given birth before. I had had several injuries related to sports in my life before, and I thought I knew what pain was, but this was a whole different level of it. And so I started my rehab with the hospital, and I had 5 specialists and 6 practitioners that were assigned to me, and they were working full time with me. So I would have 15, 17 hours of appointments a week. And I would go in and they would do different like massage, physio, chiro, osteopath. I would have the neurologist, the pain specialist, all these people working with me. And then finally they said, we think you need a program for chronic pain. And I went into this program. It was an 8-week program with the hospital. And I was with 12 other people that had brain injuries. And the first thing they taught us to do was to meditate. And we were all so surprised because we thought they would give us painkillers and sleeping pills. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't think, like I was in so much pain. And they said, no, actually, meditation has been proven to help with brain injury recovery and pain management. And so off I went down this path of learning meditation, and it was an 8-week course, and I did not like a minute of it up until the 6th week. The 6th week was the mountain meditation, and that connected with me very deeply, and I could feel the mountain, and it just changed everything. It was the first time that I was able to be present without pain. And then I got extremely curious about it. And so I dove really deep into meditation, breath work, sound healing. So that was my path. And a year and a half forward, the doctors finally said, okay, well, we've healed you this much, and this is how we feel what you feel you're capable to do now. But unfortunately, you'll never work again. Critical thinking and ability to work with screen is too limited. And so we feel like you're retired. And they wrote me off a ticket to be disabled until age 65. And I thought, there's no way, I'm not interested in that at all. So I separated from my employer and took the money and signed up for school. And I signed up with Quantum University. Wow. It's in Hawaii, and they teach holistic medicine. And I just graduated just last month. And so I get really emotional because it feels so amazing.
Would you like
so
to
that's me. That's my story.
Amazing. I would like to tell a little bit what was it, the studies, what it was about, the holistic.
Yes. So the school has professors like Dr. Bruce Lipton, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Celia Taggart, Greg Braden. They teach everything that you need to know about how to heal yourself through holistic medicine. And the modalities that became my favorite is definitely neuroplasticity with Dr. Joe Dispenza and Bruce Lipton, epigenetics, nutritional medicine, neurolinguistic programming, breath work, art healing therapy. It just changed everything for me, because now not only am I able to work, but I'm able to have my own business. I'm able to thrive like I never thought would be possible. I am 100% pain-free, physically, mentally. All of the aspects of me are just doing so great. I'm back to playing beach volleyball, which I love, paddleboarding, hiking, lifting, pushing, pulling. There's like no restriction in any way.
This is amazing, Melanie. And just remind to all of us, what did doctors tell you? Yeah, that you're not gonna be capable to work until 65 or something?
Yeah. So we have a program here in Canada that's for disabled people. And so that's where they were sending me. And I still remember the lady calling me from the government saying, oh, we received your application for disability and you've been approved. And I said, oh, no, no, no. I don't want to be approved. I'm in school. I'm going back to work. And she thought I was even more disabled after that call. She thought, my gosh, this woman is really disabled. She's completely insane. But oh gosh, I am so thankful that I said, no, I'm not disabled. I'm not interested. I don't want uh, this money for the rest of my life. I am going to go and I'm going to heal myself and I'm going to come back. And the biggest challenges were memory and critical thinking, which is, pretty important. And then working with screens was my other limitations. They felt like I could only ever work 4 hours a week based on where I was at the time. And so I'm so grateful for Dr. Bruce Lipton, who taught me you can re-engineer every cell of your body, everything. Nothing is permanent. And oh God, I'm so grateful for them. What I've learned from them has just transformed me completely.
Melanie, have you scanned your brain after to do that healing? Because I believe they did it when you had an injury and you could see where the injury was. I'm just wondering if you compare these two now and before, how would you see it? Just wondering, have you done that?
Yes. Well, I'm so blessed that I haven't needed an MRI in a few years, thank goodness. But my accident was 4 years ago. And of course, there were scans being done at the time, and the scans 2 years later showed no change. And that's when they made the decision that this was a prolonged condition and that there was not going to be much more of a recovery. And I don't mean to sound disgenuine because I'm so grateful for all the doctors that helped me.
Of course, yeah.
But they also felt like my neurologist has been with me since the beginning, and she just loves that to see me every time. It's just so inspiring for them as well to see that, hey, there is a lot more to life. And yeah, like I said, luckily I haven't needed any more MRIs after that, and certainly would not want to expose myself to one. And I don't need it. I know that my brain is 100% recovered, and so is my body. I feel like I had so much pain. I couldn't look up or right, left, down. I couldn't drive for a period of time. They felt like my decision making was so poor. So all these things.
And look at you now. You finished masters in natural medicine, right? That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
master's in
huge
holistic
in
health.
holistic
Yes.
health, which is
And I never had a master's before. Like, so obviously, I have the capacity, and next year I'll actually be starting my studies for my doctorate and will become a doctor in holistic health. So I'm
I just
very
want to
excited.
celebrate you,
But
girl.
first, I need to take a break.
That's a massive. Of course, you have to take a break just to do things, for yourself. Because I myself coming from academic background, I know how much time and commitment it is. It's a pain in the ass. But it's so rewarding because you just because it helps you. Look at you now. You completely changed everything. And now, well, let's talk about how you help other people now. Let's give
Well,
them hope.
that's become my passion now. I want to help others, definitely. I feel like there's so much suffering that's completely unnecessary. It doesn't matter what type of suffering you're experiencing, you are able to transform that. And so I'm launching my online clinic, obviously, now that I've had my proper documentation taken care of. And my first boot camp is going to be for perimenopause and menopausal women. I had menopausal symptoms, and I actually suffered for quite a bit of time. If I look back, I would have thought, oh, that's just normal. But now that I know what I know, nothing is normal. No little amount of discomfort is normal. And so I actually went through menopause, hot flashes. I had extreme dryness in my vagina. I had brain fog. I had mood issues. I experienced it all. And in fact, there's no need to have any of those symptoms. And then I later discovered in school that women suffer between 1 and 7 years for menopause and perimenopause symptoms. And that's horrible. I think there's not a man on this planet that would suffer for that amount of time over anything. And these are big symptoms too. So I want to change that. So I'm launching a boot camp, and the boot camp's pretty cool because it's really accessible at a price point, and it gives you kind of a sneak peek into 6 different holistic modalities that can help you improve. And then if you get curious, you want to know more, then there's more available. So it's kind of a nice way to be introduced into the world of holistic health.
Yeah, and the boot camp, how long it is and when does it start?
It starts September 24th and it goes for 6 weeks. And
Oh,
it's 70 minutes each time. And each time there will be a portion of teaching and training or doing.
right.
So there's about 50 minutes of that. That's the teaching, doing, and practicing. And then there'll be a Q&A at the end of each one. But it is a group format. And so Q&A will have to take in consideration that there are others in the group that are also part of the discussion.
Yeah.
But for example, the first week obviously will be hormonal therapy. So how to really optimize your hormone that you are producing naturally, and how to do that in a healthy way. And then second week is breath work, and we go deep into the body to manage those symptoms and prevent them from occurring. So yeah, so there's all these different modalities each week, and we go
Yeah.
from the mind to the body to the mind to the body to the mind to the body over the 6 week period.
I love it that it's not just only how we're gonna optimize that the hormones and overall health, not just with the nutrition, but you're incorporating the mind as well, like how to like a breath work and work, and probably there's something else as well that you learned from Joe Dispenza and Lifton and all those amazing teachers. Which is absolutely amazing. And so the program is for the females in perimenopause and menopause, right? Is that correct?
Yes, anyone aged between 35 and 55 is totally welcome. And of course, if you're not within that age range, but you know someone that is, and that may
Oh
be
yeah. Yeah.
challenged with those symptoms as well, then you can also purchase it for them.
Okay. And Melanie, will you be sharing with my community the link so that they can find and contact you directly? How can they sign up for the boot camp?
Of
And
course,
maybe
of
some of
course.
them want to work individually because you now also do the one-on-one consultations, and it's online, isn't it? That's correct.
Yes,
Online.
everything is in the comfort of your own home, and we come
Love
on
it.
exactly like we did, you and I today, and
Yeah.
work with different modalities over Zoom.
Yeah, guys, Melanie is absolutely amazing and she is inspiration to me. It just, Melanie, nothing really can stop us. Look at you now. By the way, guys, when Melanie told me that she is doing this perimenopause, menopause, I was like, how can 30 years old do this? They have to be like, in my understanding, to know that to experience. And then she told me, I was like, Melanie, tell me what you eat. Well, tell us a little bit what you eat, Melanie. It must be food. You probably don't eat chocolate, not like me every day.
I think more important than nutrition is the age you think you are. Like I play a
Oh,
sport that's extremely demanding, like twos beach volleyball, and I play often with 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds, and they kind of shake their head like, what the heck? But if I think that I'm old, then they will certainly beat me.
so it is in the mind, isn't it? So you in this state, you are in this state, what age? You are 30, right? Because I think you are
I'm
30.
ageless. I'm not so concerned about a number. I
Yeah,
like
because
to
it's
be
young.
my old version of myself that's wise and knows so much more than I know now. And I like to be a child and play in the sand with my friends.
I love that. I'll gonna practicing that myself now. Let's see. Let's see how it's gonna work. So guys, you see, Melanie is absolutely amazing, and I invite you to contact her directly. And Melanie, before we're gonna go, I love that question. And because I remember I'm gonna ask you, when you hear next level transformation or next level, what are the first thought that is coming to your mind?
Mhm. Next level transformation for me is to connect more deeply with the 5D world. We talk a lot about living in this matrix of the 3D reality that I used to be stuck in, the rat race, the stress, the concern, the anxiety, depression. I had IBS, I have no idea why I had that. Um, and for me, the next level is connecting to that 5D reality that we're part of, becoming so much greater than I am today.
Wow. I love it, Melanie. This 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 interview was absolutely amazing. Will you come again?
Love to, would love to. And gosh, if I'm ever in your part of the world, I'll definitely knock on your door. And I invite you to do the same. I mean it. I
Oh
would
yeah,
love to meet you
oh yeah,
and
and we
give
give
you
the
the
hope to
biggest
each
hug.
other. Yeah, I'm in Ireland, Dublin, you know where I am. But yeah, I actually, you never know, maybe one day in Vancouver or Mexico, in November in
Yes,
Mexico.
that's right. That's right. Or anywhere else that I go to in the world, but
Oh,
they're usually warm and sunny places. So Ireland hasn't been on the list yet.
Ireland is
But
not great.
in the summertime, it is gorgeous, right?
Yeah, usually it is actually, we can't complain. This summer was actually absolutely amazing. It's just today it's lashing rain, so it's not the best. But Melanie, you are amazing, and I want to thank you for finding time. And please do come back to talk about the at 5D and more. What was that? Five? What did you say about so interesting? Five something. Anyway.
5D. So the 3D world that we're in is basically mind, body,
Yeah,
and emotions, right? And
yeah,
feeling. And
yeah.
the 5D is then the universe and the divine, and
Hmm.
connecting all of that into our human experience. We're now able to then connect, like you and I are able to connect thousands of miles apart, but
Yeah.
through our heart and through our oneness as humans, our experiences.
Yeah, and that's how
That's
it
the
works.
magic.
That magic. We can feel each other. This is beautiful. Oh, Melanie, so hard to let you go, but I know you have another meeting and we have to wrap it up and finish it now. Guys, thank you so much for watching and do contact Melanie. Melanie, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
Any
you
final
for
words if you
having
want to
me.
say?
I want to thank you for what you do. You and I do similar things in our groups, and the work that you're doing and the effort you're putting in. I'm just so grateful that you're doing it. It's so lovely and so generous. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melanie. And I'm the same, likewise. I thank you so much for your work and being inspiration to me and my community for giving that hope that everything is possible. So thank you so much. Okay, guys, see you next time.
Bye, everyone. Bye, love.
Bye.
So nice to
Bye.
see you.
Oopsie. No, I think I ended. Melanie, thank you.